And gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to have a look at the Tier 9 foch. Yes, the Tier 9 foch has been changed slash nerfed. It's been changed slash nerfed, and I'm not too pleased with this change. I'm really not too pleased with this change because before this before the update, this tank was actually okay. It was never ever overpowered. The tank was never overpowered. However, the DPM was very, very high. It was around about 3,900, something like that, 3,900 DPM. It was a single shotgun, 460 alpha. Armor is troll, but not the best armor. If you switch to APCR, you'll easily pen the front plate, but the armor was troll. You can get some bounces, which you are going to see in the couple of games that we are going to show you. But it was never OP. There was never no reason really to change this tank. I know Wargaming are not rebalancing tanks because they need to be rebalanced. They're rebalancing tanks because they want each tank to have its own unique playstyle. Now, the foch Tier 10 version, years ago, when it first came out into the game, it had a single shotgun. It was always a good tank. It really was a good tank, fantastic tank. And then Wargaming gave the Tier 10 a autoloader that actually made the tank even better. However, with the Tier 10 foch, it has the higher alpha gun. It has 7 seconds between each shell and then a 14 or so 15-second magazine reload. However, with this, it's got less of the intraclip, so it's only 2.5 seconds intraclip. The alpha is still basically the same, but what Wargaming have done is in my opinion ruined the tank. They've made the tank worse. They've made a good tank bad. So the one thing that really annoys me when Wargaming changed this tank is when Wargaming gave the Tier 10 the autoloader, they kept the single shotgun for those that wanted to play it as a single shotgun. However, with this tank, they have removed that option. So they've changed it to an auto-loading gun and they removed the other gun. So what this means is basically before it had, with the single shotgun, 3,900 DPM, but with this autoloader, it has 2,600. So you're looking at a 1,300 minus, like, off the DPM. That's crazy. That really is crazy. It was actually going to be more than that as well, but Wargaming decided just to change it a little bit. So yeah, the magazine reload is 16 seconds. So your magazine reload is more than the foch, and it does less alpha. So yeah, I think the magazine reload is quite long, but the intraclip reload is only 2.5 seconds instead of that of around 7 seconds with the Tier 10 foch. So it has just 2 shells in the magazine. Penetration through 260 on your AP, 320 on your APCR, 65 on your HE. Average damage is a 400 alpha gun. Sorry, did I say 460? It's a 400 alpha gun. I do apologize. 340 on your APCR and 515 on your HE. Aim time 3.7, not too bad for what it is, and the dispersion 0.310, again, not too bad for what it is, and it has 6 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So what is the tank like now? What is the tank? So Wargaming obviously have changed the tank. It's no longer a single shotgun, it is an auto-loading gun. Like I said, I think they have, I wouldn't say it's a bad tank. I wouldn't say it's an awful tank to play, but it's worse than what it was. It is 100% worse than what it was. And that's what really annoys me, because there was really no need to change this tank. No one was ever calling for the change. No one was ever sitting there saying this tank is OP, you need to nerf it, the DPM is too strong. No one was ever doing that, ever. There was literally no reason to change this tank. Now, as you can see, the armor profile can work. We've just bounced 1,600 damage, which is lucky, because if we wouldn't have bounced that, we would have been dead. Now, ignore this shot right there. That was a very tricky bounce on the track. So yeah, it's the difference is now I've got to sit back and wait 16 seconds, where before it was like 7 seconds on your reload, and you could just stay there and you just keep firing. you had an insane amount of DPM, so you could literally just bully these guys. But with now the auto loader, you go, once you hit that reload, 16 seconds to do absolutely nothing is a long time. So yeah, I think the reload it either needs to be more alpha, or the reload of the magazine needs to be dropped, because losing 1300 DPM for me is just not acceptable on a tank that did not need to be changed. It was not OP in any single way, and it's never been OP in any way whatsoever. So you can obviously, like any tank, no matter how bad, no matter how useless the tank is, you can still have the decent battles. Of course, anyone can. Anyone can have a decent battle in a bad tank. But again, I wouldn't say this tank is bad. I wouldn't say it is absolutely a poor tank, but it has been made a lot worse than it was, which is why I've named this good tank gone bad, because it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying how Wargaming feel that they just needed to change this tank. They didn't need to change it. Wargaming, why did you change this? And if you wanted to give it an autoloader, fair enough. If you wanted to change the tank up a bit and give it an autoloader, fair enough. But, you know, you should have just kept it as it is, but gave it the option to have another gun if you wanted, you know, because not everyone likes playing autoloaders, you know. It's at least it gives them the option, just like the tier 10. You have that option, and that is what I didn't like about this. They've changed it, they've dramatically decreased the DPM, and then they've taken away the other gun. You know, it's either have high DPM, lower alpha, quick rate of fire, or low DPM but more alpha. And you know, and you could do more damage in quick succession, which you can do with the 2.5 second intro clip. Of course, you could do a lot of damage. You could do 800 damage in 8 seconds, but where it is before, so you've got a 2.5 second intro clip. I do apologize, it looks like my signal's going. There we go. I think it's worked its way out. So you're supposed to be able to do more damage in quick succession. So you've got a 2.5 second intro clip, 400 damage per shot. So you could literally do 800 damage in what? 800 damage in 2.5 seconds. 800 damage in 2.5 seconds. But then you have to wait 16 seconds. So yeah, if you've got the shots in that 2 seconds, then yeah, it is nice doing 800 damage in 2.5 seconds. You shoot 2.5 seconds later, you shoot again, but then you've got that 16. And again, it all depends on what you prefer. Some people might prefer that. Some people might prefer doing the quick damage, like here, bang, bang, and then back up. Other people might prefer to do 400, 7 seconds later, another 400, or 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds, and then another 400, and another 400, you know. Some people might prefer that. I prefer that 100%. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see your what you think of the tank now. Have you played it? Did you play it before? Because this tank, obviously the tier 10 version, people speak about it. They spoke about it all the time. It was a very strong tank. It's always been really a strong tank, even stronger obviously after it had that autoloader. But no one really ever speaks about the tier 9. No one has ever said the tier 9 is way too strong. Even with that DPM, no one has really ever said the DPM's too high, the tank is too strong. Literally, like, nobody. So yeah, there was just no reason to change the tank, and to give it a different play style, I mean, I just think that is absolutely silly. It was absolutely fine how it is, and just never needed to be changed at all. So yeah, we're gonna end the game there. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays. Let me know in the comments what you think of this foch. What did you think of it before the change, and is it better for you now it has the autoloader, or is it just a tank that you are no longer going to enjoy? So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all very soon. Bye bye.